Hi, thanks for joining me. My name is LaShonda McClain. I am the CEO and founder of House of Mother Entrepreneurs, and I promote time for parenting through entrepreneurship. So I'm a mom of 5 children. I'm a homeschooling mom and entrepreneur. And today I just feel led to really talk about why I am starting to do these YouTube videos. Okay. The Lord has really been convicting me. I've actually felt like I've been in disobedience by not doing this. He convicted me about 2 years ago about doing a YouTube video. And since then, I've been doing all types of research and in the time that I have to do it. And I've been watching all types of videos, been seeing different ministries that have been presented on YouTube, watch friends that has done YouTube videos. And to be quite honest, I never felt like it was the right time for me to do it because I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted the lighting to be perfect, the camera to be perfect, the information to be perfect. And each time that I would try to do one of these videos, I just wasn't satisfied. Excuse me, nothing really satisfied me. Even that, I just burped. And I'm not going to edit it. Like, that's just what happened right now, you know? So, going through the information on how to edit the videos, it's just a lot of information, good information, especially when you want something polished. But I am going to trust God right now where I am with the best that I can do in content. And I pray in the name of Jesus for any one of you that may be watching this and have been led or feel like they're supposed to be doing a YouTube video, but nothing's perfect and they don't know where to start. I pray to be an inspiration to you right now because I'm that girl, okay? But really today I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, why I'm starting these YouTube videos and really my passion, okay? My passion is really to bring back the simplicities of being a stay-at-home mom, okay? That is my passion. That is being a stay-at-home mom to my children is a privilege and a blessing. And one thing that has delayed me from having this conversation is that I always feel like someone's going to misunderstand me. And what I mean by that is I believe society really plays on us as women, us as mothers, us as parents against each other. I believe society plays the working mom against the stay-at-home mom. And so every time I felt led to do a video about just the privileges and the honors of being a stay-at-home mom, I always felt like, man, somebody gonna watch this video and feel like I'm being one of these old school, I don't know, I just always felt like it was going to be some type of objection against it, which it probably is. So I can't stop that. All I can do is speak to those who relate to what I'm saying. And that's all really I can be responsible for, It is an awesome privilege to be able to watch your children grow up. And one thing that I believe society has been playing against us as moms about the working mom and the stay-at-home mom and how, they play that us against each other, like this argument that one is better than the other. I'm not about to touch that argument. I am not just a stay-at-home mom. I am an entrepreneur. So I am a working mom. I'm a working stay-at-home mom. So I wonder where I fit in that argument of what's better and what's worse. I'm really basically both. And the reason why I've become an entrepreneur is because I desire to be a stay-at-home mom. And this was the only way I could see working, being able to help bring in an income and being able to stay with my children at the same time. I couldn't see me working a full-time job and being with my kids full-time. It just can't happen. So that's why I know that entrepreneurship is a blessing, especially, and then too, it's no excuse for women who say they can't be at home with their children. You can be at home with your children. Where there's a will, there's a way. It might not be what you like it to be. It might not be what you always wanted it to be. It might not be what you went to school for. But if you truly have a desire to be at home with your children, yeah, it can be done. There's no excuses to it or about it. You can be a single mom. I've seen single moms become entrepreneurs, to be stay-at-home parent, to have more time with their children. So I've seen it with stay-at-home moms. I've seen it with married moms. So I know it can be done. It's just about how much do you want to do it. And normally when you put the pedal to the metal like that, people kind of pull back like, I don't know. I don't think I want to do it, basically. I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. But anyway, one of my concerns in desiring to be a stay-at-home mom, I mentioned in one of my other videos, my last video, is that somewhere throughout my lifetime, I heard prior to me being married, prior to me having children, that the first 3 years of childhood is the most important development stages of a child. And so since I've been a stay-at-home mom, I've did a little research on it, and really they say from 0 to 5 years. In my opinion, being a homeschooling mom, I would honestly say from 0 to 8 years is the most important developmental stages of your child, to really lay a very, very firm foundation of who they are, to really, really instill in them the love and nurture a child needs from their parent, from their mom in particular, to really pour on the love that they need to be the adults that you desire for them one day to grow up to be. I really don't look at children any differently than a plant, One thing about it, what I always thought was weird is that in the system that we work in today, normally a maternity leave could be from 6 weeks, and I've heard of 3 months to 6 months, in which some people believe that that's a good amount of time. But when you have just had a child, I really believe that bond is not just only for the child, but it's for the mother too. And that bond that needs to develop and grow and be ironed out takes more than 6 months. When you think about a baby leaving your body that's been developing in your body for 9 months, and then all of a sudden you give that baby away for somebody else to raise due to whatever your circumstances may be, that has got to be a huge impact, not only on the child, but on you as a mother. I remember when I was having my kids, and when I had my first 2, I would drop them off at the sitter. And every time I would drop them off at the sitter, I would have to shut off every emotion that I had for my baby so I can be able to function at work. And so for some people, normally you hear, yeah, that's normally what happens. That's normal when you having a baby, that you feel that way. But it just bothered me. It bothered me that I physically, spiritually, and mentally had to shut off thoughts of my child and how I felt how I felt about my child to be able to function at work. And I don't think that God intended that. I really don't. Now, this is my opinion, and so it is what it is. I don't believe God intended for us to shut off our emotions with our child. Now, I know people say, just trust God. You got to learn how to trust God for your for your children, and don't be this hovering parent and things like that. But I believe that it's logical for a mom who has just had a child to want to be with their baby. I don't think it's anything insane about that. I don't think that that's anything abnormal. And I don't believe that it's anything that you should have to shut off in order to function. I believe as a mom that we should fight, if we have to fight, financially to be with our children in whatever way that may look, that we should do it. That we should fight to be in positions to be with our child. Even if we can't do that right in that moment, that we should be heading in the direction to get back to our babies. I think that today's society is full of a whole bunch of children with lack of attention from their parents. I personally experience a lot of outcry for attention because lack of attention from my parent. I was raised in a single parent household, and my mom did the best she could with what she knew how to do, but that did not stop me from acting out, from, wanting to get attention from guys, wanting to get attention from people at school. That didn't stop me from that, because I was yearning for that love that I was never really getting from the person I wanted it from the most, And mother, I know you're going to watch this. I love you. I hope you don't misunderstand that I'm not talking at you. Each generation, we should be doing better than our parents. So I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not perfect at all, but I do desire to learn from some of the mistakes that my mom did and try to do better from what I saw I had a lack. And I also know and pray that my children will do the same thing for themselves. I know it's so many areas where I may be failing, or I feel I might be failing in my children's eyes, that I pray that they will do so much better than me as a parent. So I hope, don't take it personal. Mommy, I know you're watching. I love you so much. And you really play a big part in who I am today. And so I want to help teach moms how to be mothers, and really have that real talk conversation about what was being missed. How can we do better in our parenting? How we should desire to be full-time parents, especially in a season of our children's lives, especially in that young season. They say you never stop being a parent, that you more of a parent when they're adults and all that stuff like that, but I'm speaking of right now. Who knows, with the foundation of love and attention, the best you can with your baby now at a younger age, how that might help them as they grow older. My kids, man, they ask for a lot of attention, and I am growing and growing in patience every day. So, like I said, I'm not perfect, but I'm willing to make that sacrifice if it may lead to them becoming a stronger adult. And so I just want to encourage a mom right now that may be a stay-at-home parent and believe that what they're doing is not, important. I want to let you know that your job is important, that even though it may be monotonous, it may be tedious, it may be boring sometimes, that what you're doing by just the hard work of sacrificial time with your child is going to go a long way. And for those who are not able to be with their child at a young age, I would say get creative. Now in 2017, get creative. If you truly desire to be with your child and you feel like you see a void there, don't ignore it because that's what people do, or that's what everybody else has done, or don't ignore if you have a void. A lot of people don't have a void that they feel like their children need more attention. But if I'm talking to the person who does feel like that. If you feel like that, you have to get creative and doing whatever it takes legally, okay, legally, of course, to be with your child. And that's why I'm here. That's why I've developed House of Mother Entrepreneurs, to help with a tool that I use to be able to do that. And then too, to really just pour into you as much as I can from what I know by being a stay-at-home mom. And maybe you might get a nugget here and there that you can apply in your own home. Or maybe I'm praying to be a motivator for you to be more creative in just stepping outside of the box and doing something out of the ordinary to live an extraordinary life with your children. They need us. Our children need us so much more in this generation than any other generation past. So yeah, I want to encourage you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video.